Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm here to show off my first mini MOC in a new series that I'm starting, where I will be uploading a new episode each Saturday for the upcoming 10 weeks. So what this series is going to be about is I'm doing the most iconic or most important 10 scenes from A New Hope. Note that 2 of the scenes in this series might not be the most iconic, but that's because I have part limitations and I had to do some changes to the scenes I thought I was going to do because I might not have the right part or the right colors to do that scene. So let's get into this first episode, which is the boarding of the Tantive. And why I chose this scene is because it's the scene that introduces us to Star Wars, pretty much. We get Darth Vader, Leia, Stormtrooper, C-3PO, and of course R2-D2. So let's get into the MOC itself. So this is a 16 by 16-ish MOC showing what I consider to be the most important rooms on the Tantive. Of course, we have the main hallway where Darth Vader and his Stormtrooper companions enter. And then we also have this small little room where R2-D2 and C-3PO escape the Tantive, as well as where Leia gives R2-D2 the Death Star plans. So let's start in the main hallway with showing off what I built. So for the wall details, I used these kind of grill bricks, as you can see here in the middle, and 2x2 tiles. And to get these kind of pillars, or whatever you call it, to pop out, I used these small jumper plates just to get it to push out a little bit. And if we move on to the other side, we have the door that goes into the kind of control or mechanical section, if you would call it that, of the Tantive, where we have a small control panel and a small grill piece there. As you might be able to see, you can see that this bottom half of the door is inverted to get these kind of round shape downstairs, because that's kind of special for the Tantive doors. If you really take a close look to them, they kind of have this special round shape to them. So I tried to capture that as good as possible, and then you can maybe see it a little bit more clearly here. And I got some inspiration from other builders on how to do that. So what they did was just use these bars to connect the doors to. If we move on into the kind of, as I said before, mechanical section, we have the hatch to the escape pod, and how I got this round shape is just I used these kind of bridge bricks or whatever you call it, and used one regularly at the top and one inverted at the bottom. And then for the hatch itself, I used one of these, I think they're called round table pieces, one of these black round table pieces. Pretty cool. And as you might have seen in the beginning, I had a light placed in there, and I'll show you that into more detail later in this video. And on the other side, we can just see a little bit of a wall detail, just to make this, I just don't want to put down bricks on bricks, because that just makes it a little bit more boring. And here we have some grill 1x2 tiles, if you would call it that, for the floor. And if we move on further in, we come to this little, I know what to call it, just random pipe section in the Tantive where wires and maybe gas flows through. You can see there. And here you can just get a little bit of a look from the mechanical section into the actual main hallway of the Tantive. As you can see, this is not me trying to get an accurate layout of the Tantive. What I was trying to do is just to get as much detail and as many rooms into this small MOC as possible. And the Tantive is a pretty big ship, so going exactly after the layout of the Tantive would not really work. So I've kind of pushed stuff together and maybe made things a little bit smaller than they actually are in the movie. But that's just to get as much stuff into this 16 by 16 MOC. So if you're wondering what I used to light up the MOC in the beginning of the video, this is basically it. These are custom, let's see here, custom light kits by Light My Bricks. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. So what I used was basically this battery box, a port, 12 port, and these strip lights. That's what these are called, the ones that emit the strong white light. And this red flashing light. And all these wires just connect to the port, and the port connects to the battery box, and that powers the lights in the MOC. So you can see here if I connect them. That we will have 4 functional lights right now. So if I just turn that on, boom. We've got the 3 strip lights, the red one, all making it possible to light the MOC up. So this will be it for the first part of the 10 MOC part series. Look out for the next part coming out next Saturday. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.